Alright, this phone is plugged in. This is going to have to do. Nothing wants to cooperate, but you know what? That's okay. That's what you got to deal with in this field. Alright. Hook this phone up here. And then we're good. Alright, everybody's coming back. Awesome. Okay. Well, that was a failed setup, wasn't it? How about that? All right. Well, I'm so sorry you guys had to go through that. It happens a lot when you do these live broadcasts. You just got to deal with failure. It sucks for me though, because I was digging the audio I was getting with this guy here. So now what I got to do is I got to go back to the channel, and then I got to open up. I could still read your questions right here on the computer. I'm so sorry that you guys had to go through that. My internet connection is trash. I'm sure you guys know that. We need to invest in better Wi-Fi, but it's just it hasn't been my main concern over these past couple of months, and I'm really sorry about that. But it has to be done at some point. Besides, can you guys hear me okay? Because that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest problem with this setup, is that a lot of you guys claim that you can't hear me very well. Alright, cool. I'm just glad I got through it. Alrighty, look at that. It's working just fine. So now I can respond to the chat. We're good to go. So, once again, in case you guys didn't hear it, I apologize about the stream failure. It happens a couple of times. But, yeah, I think I'm just going to go back to doing them this way, because it's just, I love the audio that comes with this, but I don't have the resources available to do it efficiently, so I need to deal with the connections. So we'll make this work eventually. All I'm saying is that we're only 40 episodes in. It took Joe Rogan 1,000 to get his own studio, so we'll probably have our own studio at some point, but not about that right now. So yeah. Anyway, for those of you guys who are coming in here, I am so sorry about the connection, but I want to go ahead and give you a little description of what the show's about. Basically, what this is it's a weekly live show that I do every Friday night, where I take all of your most frequently asked lawn care questions as they come in, and I answer them live and in real time via the YouTube chat. Now, the way that works, go below the video, click on the live chat icon, and then you have access to the chat. You can ask me questions, ask anything, and I'll answer it. So go ahead, give me your best shot. So to sum it up, the way the show works is you guys drive the conversation. Don't forget that. So sorry, I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. I'm sorry, so very sorry. You know what? Hang on one second. I do have a microphone. If this works, you guys have no idea how excited I'm going to be. But I don't know. I haven't tried this. But what it is you take... Wait, where's the... Hang on. Ugh. Take this end right here. Plug that into the microphone. And this end right here goes right in to my phone. I don't know how this is going to work. Aiden, I can't, man. It's got the podcast mic has a USB on it. Whereas this little guy here has a, this guy right here actually has a, an aux cord on it. So this is all I can use. Is this even working, Aiden? Here, I'm going to blow into it. Tell me if it's working. It's not working? Okay, well, forget that. Ugh. Oh, man, I'm... Matt, what's up? Oh, okay, I'm back. All right. Well, I'm sure everyone is wondering, what did you have for dinner? Jim Morgan, about to have a nice pepperoni pizza here in a little bit. Yeah, Mark, I know, man. It's a huge step down, but it's gonna have to do for now. I'm so sorry. God. I'm gonna play that song. I'm so sorry. So very sorry. I'm so sorry. Nice. So yeah, man. Matt, it is coming down hard. I'm really excited about tomorrow because we're actually going to be getting out and testing out that new battery-powered snow thrower that I introduced in the last video. For those of you guys who haven't seen that, it's a new partnership I'm doing here on the channel with the Snapper Company. I'm doing on the Snapper Company. I'm really looking forward to that collaboration. Jake, what's your plan after high school? Mark, glad you asked. I'm actually going to be attending PNW per Northwest. Want to major in business over there, and with that, I'm doing this as well as growing my lawn care business. As a matter of fact, I have big goals this year of implementing a little bit of the lawn side in the implementing lawn treatment into business this year. So there's going to be a ton of video content on the business side this year as well. I'm really looking forward to that this year. So what else we got here? BG, yes, I do go to LC. This is my last semester. I am psyched to get out of there. How long did that battery last? Not long. J Farm, where's the sax? I'm not breaking it out tonight. I'll probably break it out next week. Aiden, really? You want the snow? Grace, I want it too. I want to use that snow thrower I got, man. I was too. I graduated. Yeah, man. BG, I can't wait to get out of there. I mean, it's not bad, but I just can't wait to get out of the high school environment. I'm going to try the Ego Snowblower. Yeah, man. That's awesome. It's a good unit. Let me tend the fire. This is what I like about this microphone is you can actually hear everything that's going on around. So, like, if you want to listen to the fire hum in the background, you can hear that, whereas with the other setup, you really couldn't hear that. It was just narrowed in on my voice. But yeah, this right here, this is a serious piece of hardware, man. This microphone, I use this for everything now. But I use this for everything, but unfortunately, I can only plug it into the computer, so I can't really use it on the phone unless I buy a special adapter, which I haven't done yet. So let me tend the fire, and let me get this lit up again because it's dead. This fire's like a, put some pieces on there. Get a nice dry piece to get us going again. And then while we're at it, we'll take like a, we'll take a big one. Got a bunch of dry material right here. We'll put that on there. Let that catch back up, and then once that starts to flame up, we'll go ahead and put some. Go ahead and put another wet log on there. Yeah, this one is better. Once you looked away, the sound faded. Matt, let's go. Let's go get beers. When you are doing another group live stream. When are you doing another group live stream? That was pure comedy. Ron Hunter, that was... So for those of you guys who don't know what Ron is talking about, it's a little group live chat that we did with Matt Martin, the Grass Factor, last week. It was really cool of him to invite me on. It was very impromptu. We had a good time, man. It was awesome. You know, I really connect with those guys because, in general, I'm an old soul. I love, like, those old movies from, like, the 90s and the 80s, 70s. I love watching all those old. I like watching all those old movies. So we had some good conversations there last night. I was hoping we'd talk a little bit about lawns, but it was nice to kind of take a break from that right now and talk a little bit more about the personal interest aspect of what we do. I thought that was awesome. So, Matt, if you're watching this later on, thank you so much for having me on. Thank you for, keeping it cool and loose, because I really, really appreciate that style, man. Appreciate it. That was a good time. Yeah, Kenny, dude, it was awesome. I had a great time. Jake, do you know if you're going to do a new Day in the Life of JTLK? Nathaniel, we're going to be doing a ton more of that this year. I've realized that I've kind of gotten away from that over the years, but I kind of miss it. There's just something about vlogging that I miss. I've been so focused on getting out more info-based videos, but I'm going to bring the vlog style back a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to be making a travel episode here in the next week and a half to document my trip to Lawncology and back, and that'll literally be out that weekend. I'm going to be editing that as I go. I'm bringing this laptop here. Hopefully it doesn't crash on me like it did tonight, but I think we'll be fine, because I won't be live streaming. I won't be messing with connections, so we'll be good. But yeah, Nathaniel, vlogs are coming back, and think about it this way. Now that my editing has gotten better, we're going to make them like super cinematic this time, like Peter McKinnon level vlogging. Like that's how good they're going to get. So it's only going to get better from here. Hope you tune in and come along for the ride. I'm back watching my neighbor struggle to keep his driveway clean. It is literally snowing 1 to 2 inches an hour. Andy, I know. As a matter of fact, I'm doing the exact opposite. I'm going to let my that snow accumulate in my driveway, so when I wake up in the morning, I have a good test for my snow thrower. I'm really, really excited for it. My buddy... BG, I'm just a dumb sprinkler. Aiden, you're too... Listen, you know what? We might be able to do that, though, with the new partnership I got going. Shh. More details on that coming soon. Stay tuned. BG, Chicago? Dude, that's awesome. You're close. Oh, yeah, look at that fire roar. Here, let me emphasize that a little bit. Dim the lights down. Look at that fire. Look at that. Look at that thing. That fire's freaking roaring. I know, I'm sorry about the exposure, but that thing is roaring. I'm doing the same. Can you put a new one up against the Craftsman 24-inch Andy's Lawn Care? I actually had a little crisis with that tonight. So the actual pull, what is it? The ignition rope that you pull to start it up, it snapped on me tonight. So I got to get a new one, and man, is that going to be a process. I don't want to do it, but I have to do it, because in case we get a really bad snow that this electric snow thrower, battery snow thrower can't get through, I need to have that. That's my big dog right there. I have to get that fixed very soon. Nathaniel, thank you. She's roaring. That's what I like. As a matter of fact, let me get a big log on it now, because she's roaring. That's a good sign. All right. Another big one here. I'm just gonna pile that right on top. Alright. Let that build. Good. Let that build. We're good. Dude, that's crazy. Nathaniel, I will say hi to Silverback for you. He's at the gym right now, maintaining that Silverback bod. So when he gets back, I'll let him know. Hey, Aiden, when you gonna do more vids? Nathaniel, don't get on Aiden, man. He's been doing more vids than any of us. As a matter of fact, he's got one coming out Sunday, right, Aiden? He does weekly content. Yes, sir. Well, I'm glad we got a crowd in here tonight. That's awesome. What am I missing? I'm so sorry about what happened last time. Very sorry. What do we got here? Do-do-do. 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 Do-do-do-do-do. Jake, is your fireplace great from Menards? Looks like mine. I have no idea. You're gonna have to ask the Silverback about that one, Matt. I was like 5 years old when this whole basement was built, so I don't know. Use the electric start if you like. Get the 7 to 8 inch. If you like, get like 7 to 8 inches of snow. Does the Craftsman? No, it doesn't, man. It doesn't have electric start. I think it does. I'll have to check. Light snow or heavy? Plateau gets heavy. How would you get a 1DX? Well, A's Lawn and Landscaping, I have a, Aiden, I have a connection now, so. But I'm not worried about, I'm not getting a 1DX. It's way too much for me right now. Jake, I like your bedroom. I'm sorry I meant office. Nice place to do your vids. Nathaniel, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I've been working really hard trying to figure out what angles you guys like best. And I gotta say, this podcast microphone here, it's not on right now, but dude, this thing is, oh my god, it's a game changer with audio. You know what I'm saying? I run it through Adobe Audition, put a sound preset on there, a couple denoisers, right? All that stuff, right? And it sounds so much better having a professional microphone as opposed to this thing, which was never close enough to my mouth, right? So having that was a valuable asset for sure. BG, how did you get into lawn care? That's a great question, man. When I was growing up, lawn care was just one of those things that was naturally in my blood. When I was growing up, I don't know what it was, but it was in my blood. I loved mowing the lawn as a kid. As a matter of fact, before I started using the big mower, I had like a little, Home Depot toy mower that I used to push around. I used to take that thing everywhere. There were even weekends where I went on the boat with the fam, still had that with me. It's crazy. And then a couple years later, I graduated to using the home lawnmower. Started mowing the lawn regularly as a kid. It was a chore at first. And then I started to realize, when school started getting more stressful for me as a kid, because a lot of kids weren't all that nice to me because I was different. I was very ADHD. I was very hoppy, very excited, and I guess a lot of people didn't care for that. So I came home, stressful days, and one of the things I did to relieve that stress is I'd mow the lawn, and I realized, hey, I really enjoy doing this. And then my dad brought it to my attention that, hey, Jake, you should start your own lawn care business. And here I am, and 5 years after that, 2014, handed out flyers, and I cut some lawns for my first time. And then as my interest in lawn care grew, I noticed that Alan, who used to be my next door neighbor, Alan Hay in the lawn care, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know who he is. I don't even have to explain him. But he's the man. So he used to be my next door neighbor, and I would come out and I'd see him outside with cameras. And I'd be like, what is he doing? He's filming himself taking care of his lawn. And I asked him, and he's like, oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel where I teach DIYers how to do lawn care. I'm like, really? That's awesome, bro. And he's like, as a matter of fact, you need to get in there, Jake. You need to start making some videos about your business and what you do for lawn care. And I was like, dude, you know what? That's a great idea. Started my channel 3 months later, November 2014. I really did it as a way to make infomercial videos for my business, and then it turned into something more than that. Like once I started creating more and more content, I started learning how to edit more efficiently. It turned into something more, like, what's the word for it? It turned into something more fun and enjoyable for me, and then it skyrocketed from there. So big thanks to my dad, who taught me a lot about pest control. Alan, who really got me started on the YouTube side of things, so I love it. So that's how I got into lawn care. Alan used to live in Cherville. No, he used to live right next door to me in Tiburon, Crown Point, Indiana. How many snow counts do you have? I have 5 to 6. Depends on how much snow I get. Andy, I don't really have any set of counts. I just have customers call me when they want their driveway done, and I do it. I'm not like, I don't push it that hard, but I should, right? I haven't done it yet. Been thinking of using humic acid this year. Don't know what to buy, where to buy. Chris Joyner, I got a great product here for you. Aiden, if you're in the chat, can you please leave a link to Humic 12? I sent you all those links. Leave a link to Humic 12. If not, I'll do it too, just in case. link for you. Control C. Control V. So Chris Joyner, there's a great product for you there. Click that link, and you can get yourself some liquid humic, dude. That's gonna do your soil wonders. Trust me, you're gonna love it. Greene County for the win. That's right. Greene County products all the way, man. I love Greene County. The church was next to the Pizza Hut in Crown Point on Maine. That's right, man. Jake, could you go back to my question? Nathaniel? Sure thing, brother. Let me help a brother out here. Jake, would it be good to mow the grass when it's 60 degrees? Is it okay to mow if it's going to be 40 the next day? Nathaniel, it's not so much about the temperature, but it's more about the softness of the ground. If it's 45 to 60 degrees, I guarantee the ground's going to be soft, wet, and malleable. If that's the case, go ahead, man. It's only going to help. Get those leaves off there, right? Take advantage of this time when it's warm. Get out there, mulch those leaves back into the soil. Good nutrient value there. If I put seed out later on in the winter, will it germinate in spring? Plateau, Demetriatis, yes. As a matter of fact, if you do it right before the next snow, you're going to get some results. So that's how dormant seeding works, by the way. What dormant seeding is when you plan out a perfect window in the winter to do a winter seeding, you do it on the last warm day before you get a giant snow. And that's exactly what I'm waiting on here. I want to do that at some point here in January or mid-February. I'm working out all the details with Greene County right now. We're going to be doing a collaborative project with that, as well as some other collaborations this season. So big things to come up with dormant seeding. Stay tuned for that. Chris Joyner, you're welcome. Glad I could help you out. If you could pick 4 products from GCF line to apply for my first year, what would you pick? I would first supplement, not fully convert, maybe someday. Andy, yes, I've been in your shoes before. There are 2 packs that I highly recommend for you. If you're first starting out, I highly recommend the Soil Activator pack. That consists of Next Aerate, Dethatch, RGS, and Green. It's been a while. Green Effect. 4 great products to put down synergistically with each other. The RGS is going to stimulate root growth. The Aerate is going to dive down deep and make room for more root growth. The Dethatch is going to increase microbial activity, which will in turn eat up all that thatch material. And on top of that, you're also going to get a nice color pop from that Green Effect, as it is abundant in iron, which is very important. You want to make sure that you're giving your lawn that macronutrient to improve the overall color, right? So you're going to get the best. You're going to get the best of all 4 with that pack. And another pack I highly recommend if you're a little more advanced. Maybe you've just got done with the Soil Activator pack. I highly recommend the Biostimulant pack. That consists of 002 Microgreen, Next RGS, Aerate, and Humic 12. So the Microgreen is a very great product. As it states in its name, micro, it contains an abundance of micronutrients from manganese, copper, zinc, iron, all of those, right? It's going to give us that nice double dark blue-green look we all know and love. And then with that, it's going to be complemented with the specialty products, the RGS Humic 12, and the Aerate. The RGS, again, going to stimulate root growth. The Aerate is going to make room for that root growth. It's going to open that soil up. And then with that, you're going to get the Humic 12 in there, which is going to enhance nutrient availability, which will make a nutrient uptake in the plant more efficient, which means you won't have to give it as much fertilizer as you did before you started using it. So that's what I'd recommend for you. So Andy, I hope you were able to catch that. If you didn't, you can rewind that, rewatch it, take notes, do whatever works for you. But to sum it up, the 2 packs I highly recommend your first year going out: Soil Activator pack and the Biostimulant pack. 2 great packages to get started with. God, I'm starving. I don't know what it is, but when I go to school, I never eat enough. No, stop. Come on. There we go. What do you think of the new Humic Char Biochar? Edward, I have not looked into that yet, so I don't know. Any soil test you promote? S&T, I promote the soil test any day of the week, man. Go ahead and do it, see where your levels are at, make sure everything's optimal. One test kit that I highly recommend from experience, Soil Savvy. Very simple. As a matter of fact, I have one in my room. Probably not going to go get it now. but Soil Savvy is a great test. Yeah, Andy, you could do whatever you want, man. Get all 3 of those packages. It's only going to help. Hang on, I got to go get some... I'm going to go grab a granola bar real quick. I got to quench my hunger. Okay, granola bar. Yeah. Man, that's good. Fish Duck, thank you for the insight there. I'll have to check that out. Chris Joyner, what's another... This is a great question. What kind of sprayer do you recommend? I have one that I highly endorse, and that is going to be the Sprayers Plus sprayers. As a matter of fact, there are a couple that I really like from the Sprayers Plus line. The FH25E, the YT25E, and the 105EX. So the FH is like a homeowner 2-gallon battery sprayer for homeowners. And I like that one for 5,000 square feet or less. Very nice. And then with that, I also like the YT25E. That's for those of you guys who have like 5,000 to 6,000 square feet. It's kind of like the FH, but a pro mod. But it's It's professional landscaper type. So it has a wider spray pattern, more power, all that stuff. So you can cover more area in less time. And then the big dog of the group, the 105EX. That's like the backpack sprayer. You got 4 gallons on there. And dude, that covers a lot of area in a lot of time. So you can cover like 10,000 square feet or more with that. So if you want information on where to pick that up, I recommend you look at the first link in the description of this live stream. So go below the video, look at the description there. It's one of the first links. In fact, it's right below my merchandise links. If you guys want to pick up any of these shirts too while you're out there, support me that way. Jake the Lawn Kid. And on top of that, oh, I just realized my phone's up there. Oh, no description. That's right. Oh. Yeah. I forgot. I forgot that I went ahead and, Well, Aiden, do I have the Sprayers Plus link in there? Man, I need to be on top of this. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Go ahead and copy that. Control C. Control V. All right. There's all the info you need. There's all the info you need there, John. Chris Joyner. I just left a link down there for you. Takes you to Sprayers Plus website. Great sprayers over there. Remember, those are the 3 I recommend. The FH25E, the YT25E, and the 105EX. Those are my top 3 that I own right now. Great sprayers. Go check them out. Click the link below to get free shipping on your purchase. Downshaver, I see a lot of moss coming in. Yeah, moss is a common problem. One way you can get rid of it is to, hang on. One way you can get rid of it is to use products like Moss Out. That's a good one. I hear Pete from GCI Turf uses that. It's called Moss Out. I've never used it personally. I don't have any affiliate with them, so I don't have any links for you. I'm sorry about that. But if you look up like Moss Out, Moss Lawn products, I'm sure something will come up. Just get one of those products, apply according to label directions, and you should be okay. Can spot spray to uncontrolled weeds with Roundup in St. Augustine and then repaint in spring? We're getting cold on the east coast of Florida. Lawn 120, I didn't understand that. Can you spot spray uncontrollable weeds with Roundup in St. Augustine and then replant in spring? We're getting a cold on the east coast of Florida. Lawn 120, let me go ahead and give you a little insight about St. Augustine. If you're dealing with severe weeds, go for it. Because what I want you to realize is that with St. Augustine, the way it grows, it'll be back within months. But if you're treating a big area with dense weed coverage, I wouldn't go that route. I'd go to the store and I'd look for a custom 3-way weed control that you can find that contains active ingredients 2,4-D-dicamba as well as conchloride. As a matter of fact, just go to your local store and look for whatever contains any standard 3-way weed control should be fine. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's all I can tell you. Do you think the iron of 002 microgreen would have any effect on the moss? Jim Morgan, I hear that moss doesn't really like iron, so I'm sure spraying it with iron wouldn't hurt, because I did a little experiment in my backyard back in June of last year to test on some moss. I sprayed it with 700 with my double dark cocktail 700 and 002, and literally within what? Within a few days, that moss started turning black. So it has some sort of effect on it, but not much, because it doesn't really kill it off. It just temporarily changes the color. Yeah. Andy's Lawn Care, I don't think 2,4-D can either, but what I would do is I would just go to your local big box store and get whatever Southern blend weed control they sell over there. Whatever standard 3-way weed control they have available to you in Florida, that's what I would go for. And just read the label. Label is the law. It'll answer all your questions as far as mix rates and everything, and you should be fine. That fire's going dead, but that's okay because I'm about to get off here soon. Okay. Here, lime hurts it, but if your pH is right now, I don't know if it's a great idea. Fescue Freddy, yeah, I wouldn't mess around with that. I'm not entirely sure on the lime part. Andy's Lawn Care and Outdoor Adventures. Prodiamine versus dithiopyr. If you could only do one application, which one and why? Andy's Lawn Care? It really depends on the situation. So if I like to use both of them interchangeably, actually, for one sole reason, and that is the fact that both of these have yearly maximums, right? So if I use prodiamine 3 times a year or dithiopyr 3 times a year, right? There might be a chance that you exceed the yearly maximum, and that's not something that you want to do. So in this case, what I would suggest is using them synergistically. So maybe in the first of the spring, when the soil temperatures hit 55, go out there with prodiamine and put that down. Now, I recommend prodiamine in the first of the spring because prodiamine actually has a sticking agent in it, which is going to make it stick better and give you a better barrier, if you will, against the spring rains. Whereas the dithiopyr will come in better in later spring, in mid-May, when soil temperatures hit 70, because that product does better on more mature, later developed crabgrass, if you will, right? But if I'm going to be honest with you, going right out the gate, I wouldn't worry about I wouldn't worry about getting pre-emergent down if you have a weed-free lawn as it is, right? Like maybe for the first couple of years you'll need it, but if you notice as the years go on, your lawn is getting thicker, then you don't need a pre-emergent every year, right? But if you're a professional, definitely do it every year. That's part of your program. But as a DIY homeowner, you probably don't need to keep doing it every year. If you notice year after year as the amount of weeds you get lessens and lessens even more, then I wouldn't worry about it. But that's just my personal opinion. So I wouldn't worry. I hope that answers your question, Andy. Let's keep going here. A couple more and then we'll get off here around 7:05-ish. Are you going to use Carbon X products this year, or are you sticking with Greene County Polo Fields? I have no idea. I'm definitely sticking with Greene County, but as far as Carbon X goes, I don't know. CC got scared there. Yeah, of course I'm going to be using Greene County. I'm partnering with Greene County this year. Like big time partnering, but you'll hear about that later. So we're going to be using a lot of Greene County products this year. Trust me, it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, go kick rocks. That's a little too close to home, buddy. No, I do not. I don't grow anything. I just maintain it. Josh Smith, looking forward to it. By the way, I got your email, dude. I'm so glad you said yes. Thanks for letting me use the photos in the video. I'm going to try and incorporate them in. I actually shot the video like 2 days ago talking about the problem, what it is, but I never mentioned your photos because I wasn't sure whether or not you wanted me to use them, but I'll see if I can incorporate them in. If not, I just want to say big thanks for letting me do that. Yeah, I know you are, Josh. You told me in the email. But it'll make for a great video for those who... I think it'll make a great video for those who want to... I think it'll make a great video for those who don't want to cut the trees down, but they want to improve the overall curve appeal of their lawn. I think it'll be a great video for you guys. It's a very simple video, but it's a common problem we all deal with, so I'm sure you'll like it. Mark Hammett, thank you, man. You have a great weekend, too. Thank you for the dedication, bro. Jake, do you want me to send you before and after pics in my yard? Nathaniel, man, fire away. I'd like to see your progress. When will it come out? Josh Smith? Sunday. It'll be coming out Sunday. Mark Cabral, what do you want to use if you want to throw grass seed down as well? Tenacity is a good one. Tenacity is a great one, because it'll allow you to prevent, it'll give you a barrier to prevent the crabgrass, but it'll do it without harming your grass seed. But when you use it, read label directions, write labels a lot, it'll answer a lot of your questions, so you're good there. I've got voles or shrews destroying my lawn now. How do I get rid of those things? Cedar Lake here. J&M. I prefer mechanical over chemical, so any traps that you could set within the colonies, I believe they're called, I think that'll help you tremendously. Nathaniel, that's much appreciated. That's much appreciated, but I'm not going to need any before and afters in my next video, so maybe another time. But definitely send me the photos. I want to see them, but it's just... I don't plan on incorporating any lawn photos into this one, but definitely send me your pictures. I want to see them. Okay. Got a crowd here, 36 tonight. That's really good compared to the last couple of weeks. 2020 ramp up. Everybody's getting excited, right? I can't wait till spring. Josh Smith, me too. I'm really excited for spring. Can't wait. All right. It's not close enough. Alrighty. Well, it's 7 o'clock. I think I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I want to say a big thanks to all of you for coming in. I know this episode was kind of a drag, but that's what happens sometimes with tech. It doesn't always play out the way you want to. But, sorry, I was late. Told my boss I'm going to do lawn fires. That's funny. That's awesome, though. I appreciate the dedication. What's the best way to repair the holes left by my Christmas inflatables? Just let them grow in. You'll be fine. Just remember last lawn fires. Man, that was fun. I know it was. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. I hope all of you guys have a great week. So sorry this episode was a drag, but I guess that's what happens when your gear decides to fail on you, right? You can't always have things the way you want them. You're going to have failure whether you like it or not. So big thanks to all of you for tuning in here. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I will get to those as soon as I can. So sorry I missed any of your questions. If I rush through them, I tend to do that when I'm live on the spot, but I'm working to improve that avenue. So once again, if you have anything you want to ask me, comment below, and I'll answer them. I'll provide you more information. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. Oh yeah, one more thing before I go ahead and get off here. If you guys want to support me, merchandise will be linked in the description below this video. Once this live stream is over, you can get these JTLK t-shirts on eBay, and on top of that, you can get pop sockets for your phone off of Amazon. All of those links will be in the description below. Go check those out if you guys are willing to support me that way. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. I'm Jake the Lawn Kid. Thank you for watching. I'll see you this Sunday with a new video on the channel. If I don't see you then, your lawn is going to be dominated. See you later, everybody. Got fescue, you should be one. Oh.